All right, so here's the Desmos activity we're looking at. Is it possible for numbers to have a difference of 8 and a sum of 1? Um, yes, no, doesn't really matter. Take a guess here and tell me why you think so. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what the answer is, but just see, do you think it's possible or not? Let's dig into it for sure. And so when you have a problem that asks you about two different things, like a difference of 8 and a sum of 1, split those apart. Focus on one at a time. Let's think of a difference of 8. I can think of 10 minus 2. So the larger is 10 because 2 is the smaller number. When I go to the next slide, Desmos knows that the number is 2. How did it do that? How could it possibly know the number is 2? I told it my first number was 10. Well, how can it do that? Computers can subtract 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. When we look at it here, it's an ordered pair. That just means it's an x comma y. The first number is 10 and the second number is 2. Everyone else in the class is also going to guess numbers. Someone else might have thought of, 15 minus 7, or 20 minus 12, or 8 minus 0, 9 minus 1. And you can imagine each of those subtraction problems is an x comma y. 9 minus 1 becomes the point 9 comma 1. Take a second and think about what it would look like with all of those points graphed in there. That will work more for you when you have other students doing it. Now we're going to stop thinking about difference of 8 and we're going to think about sum of 1. Well, I know two numbers that add up to 1, 0 plus 1. I'll try to type in 0. Desmos knew it was 1. How'd they do that? They just did 1 minus 0. And what you'll notice is a similar sort of thing here. There are lots of ways to have numbers add up to 1. You could do 0.5 plus 0.5. You could do 5 plus negative 4. You could do 17.5 plus negative 16.5. So all of those points are having a sum of 1. What I hope you notice is that you likely did not choose the same x and y that had a difference of 8 and a sum of 1, but it is possible to do so. What we'll do is look at the intersection of our two lines. And I'll show you this here, and this will be the last thing I talk about. But we had the first one was that you take your x value and subtract 8, and that's how you get your y value. And we had our second situation was a sum of 1. The x plus y was equal to 1. The red equation is graphed just like a y equals mx plus b. So you would be starting here at negative 8 and going up and to the right like that. The purple equation is standard form. So I would think of y equals 1 being my y-intercept and x equals 1 being my x-intercept. And so it goes down and to the right like that. Now, I did not draw a very perfect graph, but I can see based on the shape of the graph, there is a solution. And I know that there exists two numbers that have a difference of 8 and also have a sum of 1. So in the rest of these slides on this Desmos activity, you're looking at similar puzzles where you're told two different things, and it's too hard to think about those two things at once. So you think about one, then you think about the other, and then you see if there's a combination of x and y that works for both. And that's what a system of equation is. So just remember, the intersection point is the solution to the system. Thanks for watching.